Hi everyone. I'm just sitting here by the bay in Yarmouth, waiting for my kids' activity to get done, and I wanted to take a minute because I was recently contacted by a friend, just on Friday actually, whose dog bit them, and um, she didn't know what to do. She panicked. She thought she'd have to put the dog down. They have small children. Um, it was the mom that they bit, and it was the mom that it bit in the hand, and level 3 to 4 bite, multiple puncture wounds, deep, no need for hospital visit. However, it scared her a lot. So I stopped in to talk to her, and because she's a local friend, and I asked the questions I always ask: what happened before, what happened during, what happened after. And it was a case of resource guarding. Now, I also have a colleague who's working with a family who had previously gone to another trainer for help with resource guarding, and the previous trainer gave outdated advice that was not helpful, and in fact made the resource guarding worse, as well as made an aversion to the guardians touching this dog. When your dog has something that they value, as a human, please, for the love of Pete, do not take that from the dog without any sort of consent from the dog, because that is where dogs will bite. And we have to instead teach the dog that it's okay that we come around when you have food. You can trust me. You can trust your guardian. You can trust the human who is in charge of your entire life to leave you alone while you are eating food. I feel like this is something that shouldn't need to be said in 2026. We shouldn't need to tell people anymore, if your dog has food, just let them have it. Make sure that they have a safe place for this foods, a safe place to eat, a place where they will not be bothered, and that they can trust that their food is their own. I have a resource guarder. I had a resource guarder. I still, sometimes she still will, depending on what it is. We have come a long way. But she was a dump dog. She was born in, a fly-in reserve in northern Manitoba, and she lived off of dumps. That's how she got her food, and she had to fight other dogs for food. It's the only way she survived. So of course she's a resource guarder, and although she's lived with us now for over 6 years, she still has moments where she's like, I don't really want this dog to come near me. She doesn't resource guard around humans. She does around other dogs. So anyway, I feel like I'm going to make this too long if I go into too many details. But if your dog has something they're not supposed to have, the best thing for you to do is, before that ever happens, teach them the find it game. Teach them how to be excited when you toss a treat and say, go find it. Teach them to appreciate it and want it and be happy about it. Because if they have something that you don't want them to have, or if they have something that you need to take away from them for any reason, whether it's not safe for them, or whether it's, in this case of my friend, it was a marrow bone that is only given to their dog in short stints because it would hurt their belly too much if they ate it all at once. So give it in short stints, and then this guardian my friend was taking it away from him. The dog's a boy. But it wasn't getting anything in return. So all it was getting was these poor feelings and these upset feelings about having something that they really enjoy taking away and not having it replaced with anything else. So it became something that was something that he had to resource guard. He had to guard it. If somebody's coming to take his bone, And they know it's become a pattern. When I have my bone and my human comes near me, I'm going to lose my bone. I don't like that. I'm going to start speaking up. And dogs don't have voices, so they speak up with their teeth. Before that, they speak up with a growl, they speak up with body language. But if you don't know how to read those things, and you've been taught by other people in the field, because it's an unregulated industry, I cannot stress this enough. It's an unregulated industry, dog training. Anybody can do it. Not everybody should do it. You need to have the knowledge and the education and the experience all together in order to know how to manage these things. And unfortunately, there are even like really big name professionals who give really bad advice. I won't name any of them here because I'm not that person, but like famous people, think TV shows. I'll just leave it at that. That teach you, and I listened to them too. Before I knew better, I listened to this advice and I did all of these things myself. The best thing to do though for the dog is replace something. If you're doing something that they don't like, turn it into something that they will like. Trade it for something they like more. Trade it for a fun game of Find It. Teach them before you ever have to take anything from them. Teach your puppy how to play Find It. Find It is the most universal tool you will ever have in your guardian dog training toolbox. Find It. Find It is great for reactivity. It's great for resource guarding. It's great for breaking focus on something that is too much for them. If it is a pattern that is already in place and they already know the predictability of the sound Find It being great things are going to happen. This is a fun game. I want to play. They're going to give up whatever they have in order to play this fun game with you. They love you. They want to engage with you. Playing Find It is engaging for them and you. And it's also, somebody's walking their pup. It's also so easy to play. It uses their nose, which will help them decompress. It will help them settle down. So I stopped in at my friend's house because it's local. And it was the second time I've met this dog. The first time was being on Friday, Thursday, I don't know, one day last week. It was a quick meeting, and I started playing Find It because that's how I introduce myself to a lot of dogs that I don't know. This dog was, when I met him, he was already weary of me being there. He was showing me signs of discomfort, which again, his guardians didn't know because they've never been taught. But there was whale eye, there was moving away, there was like walking to the side, there was cowering, there was all of those signs. So I didn't try to touch him at all. I just was like, okay, here, go find this. Do you like treats? What dog doesn't like treats? Most dogs do like treats. Not all dogs, but most. So the second time after the bite I went to go visit, I played Find It. And I brought a ball for him to play with because he likes to chase balls. And she got him a herding ball and he popped it right away. And it was a little frustrating for her. So I brought a jolly ball and another soccer ball, dog soccer ball that I brought. And we were playing with those and he loved the jolly ball, the one with the handle. He loves to carry things around. Didn't want to give it up. Great. Go find it. Immediately drops what he has, went and finds it. Like, it's not rocket science, but there is a science to it. You have to know you have to know the why and the how and the how to change the emotional response to something. And if you are working with a trainer who is not able to tell you the emotional response change and how to create that effect, they're probably not a well-educated trainer. They're probably somebody who's been doing it for a long time and doesn't know the science behind it all. Because I was not a science person. I took Science 10 in grade 10. I passed it with a 50 and I never touched another science thing until I started working with dogs and started learning about dogs. That kind of science fascinates me. Other science, forget about it. And I mean, that was in the 90s. Like, it's been a while. Again, it's been 10 minutes now, so you probably stopped watching. But play Find It. Trade up. I got in the car afterwards and I had my kids with me and I said, what would you do if one of our dogs had something that they didn't want to give you, but they needed to give you? What would you do? And they said, you trade it. I was like, yes, you trade it. You trade it for something that they might like more. You trade it for engagement with you. You trade it for interaction. You trade it for fun. You trade it and make the act of trading it amazing. You don't touch them when they have something. You don't, rub your hands all up and down their body. That's going to teach them that you touching them cannot be trusted, because you're just doing it because they have food and they want to take it from you. You're building a terrible, poor association. You're not building on that relationship, that bond, that connection that you need for your dogs to actually trust you. So it's 11 minutes long now. I'm really sorry. I'm still going to post it if I can, whatever. But if you stayed with me this long, thank you. I hope you learned something, and look at where I get to live. That's the ocean, yo. And I'm so, so lucky. Okay, bye.